Hey, let's go in, y'all. It is yours truly once again. All right. This should be interesting. Yeah, woo. Hey, might as well talk about it. Might as well talk about it. Yeah, make sure you got your popcorn, nachos, hot dogs, and soda for this one. Press pause and come on back. This one gonna be a doozy for those checking this out on the replay. Let's go. All right. Um, man, oh man, oh man. Woo. Well, there's this talk about hot girl summer. We get that. And I'll go over the context of that as I correlate this with cold girl winter. One can say that hot girl summer meets cold girl winter at some point. Is there some warmth that can be met in between? There actually is. That might be for a separate video. I might tie it in here. We'll see. But yeah, let's just talk about more or less the comparison or the contrast of hot girl summer versus cold girl winter. Okay, like hot girl summer. Well, she out there living her best life in the summer. I guess she called herself trying to get in her birthday suit. Some of these girls have a birthday suit. Yeah, she ain't got a birthday suit. She got a birthday suit. Still trying to have a hot girl summer. But yo, no pun intended, right? No pun intended. Okay. Uh, but she's still out there living her best life. Hot girl summer, after the winter. Yeah, I don't want to jump too ahead of myself, but she's out there in the summer just doing what gals do in the summer. Just wilding out, living her best life, just trying to be out the house, doing her thing, living that life. Some girls actually, if they don't go outside, well, while they're inside, they got a lot of things going on inside, right? Because what? Let's say June, July, something like that. You might have someone, have a girl do a lot in that summer in the house, and she gonna have that child by March. Yeah. So she might not be outside during the summer, but she's doing a lot inside to stay cool, right? Like she'll have a guy come over after he's worked hard during the day out there in the summer. Yeah. Or you have it to where I think mostly for the most part, hot girl summer is for these young girls, I believe. Why? Because they getting out of college. They getting out of high school, if you will, in the summertime. And you know what happens during the summertime when the girls be on that summer break? I'm just saying. So a lot happens, and that's why some of them babies be born in the spring because of what she was doing last summer. Yeah. So she ain't gonna be as committed in the summertime, right? She ain't gonna be as committed because she's out there just trying to enjoy the heat. She's going to all them different carnivals and she's riding a lot of carousels at those carnivals in the summertime. Yeah, yeah. Some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. So that's the summer. What about the winter? Okay. Winter gets here. Fast forward. Well, that same gal, for whatever reason, yeah, maybe things conceived during the summertime. Now it's cold, dead in the winter. And man, she probably cheated on her boyfriend in the summer. Now she's wanting to be cuddled up, probably with her boyfriend, even though she's pregnant with somebody else's child. Or she just dumped her boyfriend while cheating on him and decided to move on with the guy that she was cheating with. Now she's having him keep her warm in the wintertime. That's very sick. It happens a lot. It happens a whole flipping lot, right? But let's just say simply put, without even the baby to talk about. Yeah, hey, I'm back Brown Do Life. You know how I do it. Yeah, this time around, hey, I got to go back to back sometimes. Here we are. Here we are. You definitely got to check this out on the replay the first few minutes. But hey, even some of these so-called religious chicks, they have a hot girl summer too. What you think be going on some of them church retreats? Yeah, she's supposed to be about church. You got a lot of gals, and I've done a lot of business with some of these church gals. They be still trying to praise the Lord, but yet they still listening to every word of Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you listening to all this worldly music, you supposed to be a righteous gal. But it's a church retreat. After they've done their outreach, now they trying to let you see that Georgia peach. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. But that's how Hot Girl Summer be. God told me that you gonna be my husband. I'm like, you speaking a little bit too soon, sweetie. Maybe the husband that God had for you, he's not up at this church retreat. Like you think that a lot of these church folk don't have certain things going on? Like it's crazy. So Hot Girl Summer is not just for the worldly chick, it's also for the religious chick too. But overall, it's like, what about a girl that's just righteous? One that's not trying to be worldly or religious. This type of girl doesn't try to have a hot girl summer, and she doesn't try to have someone save her during this winter. So here's how this cold girl winter comes up, right? Like I said, we're gonna fast forward it back to the winter now. Okay. These same girls that was fooling off in the summer, the winter get here, yeah, they want somebody to cuddle up with them, using a dude for the winter. Whether she moved on and from the boyfriend that she had, if you will, or the husband that she had, or she's just merely cheating on him, right? She want to be around this other guy. Man, he makes me feel warm. Other times, maybe she's just been having a hard time finding a man. And I just want somebody to cuddle with me. But she ain't trying to be serious with this dude. Oh, we can date, but nothing serious. I just want you to keep me warm during the winter. See, cold girl winter, cold girl, she can be cold in the winter. She only want a guy around to warm her up until things warm up outside. You dig? So I'm like, yo, that is sick. So, a lot of girls, bros, y'all can't take serious when they just talking about they want a man to cuddle up with, right? It's like, what else are we doing here? What are you going to be doing for the rest of the year? Okay. You just want me here because it's cold outside, right? Some of these girls kick dudes out their house when it's cold outside. Yeah, for a lot of different reasons. Sometimes it's due to the bills. Some gals be like, he ain't helping me pay my bills because he lost his job. I'm finna have another dude come over in the next few minutes. I'm kicking you out of my house. You ain't being man enough to pay these bills around here. You got to go. Fellas, have your own crib. I'm just saying for that reason alone. I'm not just generalizing telling guys to have their own crib. But I'm just saying in cases where you feel like this girl gonna try to kick me out, yeah, it's best you have your own crib, bro. Because she gonna kick you out and have another dude come over a few hours later, sometimes a few minutes later, you know? Because you never know who she's already been having at her house during the winter. While you're out there trying to work, she's making sure she still stay warm when you're gone. Now, the other catch 22 to this is you might have a gal that lies to you. Some gals always talk about how, oh, I don't like the heat, I like the fan. But I'll tell you right now, with the right man, she gonna love the heat. In the winter time, I'm just saying, yeah. So there's all that for the winter. Really, the cold girl winter also comes into play, uh, mainly just due to, yeah, some of them struggle to keep them bills paid during the winter, right? So that's why some of them do get frustrated and they want to kick a dude out when he's also struggling to pay bills during the winter too. How about y'all both come together on that and continue to build on that and be with each other during the winter? You know what I mean? And then be rolling hard and strong during the spring where y'all can celebrate the fact that y'all both made it through the winter together. But this is a cold girl winter. She ain't trying to celebrate nothing with this dude that barely helped her make it through the winter. Okay. She like, nah, I got this other guy over here. I could lay up with him and stay up with him and he pay all my bills. You know what I'm saying? Like he do all this. But the funny thing is, while some gals probably in the background, like, yeah, that's what a man's supposed to do. No, remember, hot girl summer, the summer gonna come back. You gonna kick that dude out. And you're gonna go back to living your best life because it's warm outside now. And you don't really need a man around to keep you cool in the summer. You gonna make sure that AC up and cranking, baby. With the ceiling fan on and the extra fan that stands up next to your pillow side. Yeah, you can be like, no, baby, I don't need you over right now. I'm just gonna take a nap right now. I just want to be to myself in my room with the blacked out curtains, and I need to get some sleep. But hey, them be the perfect time she might have the sneaky link come over to take that little cat nap with her after he dogs her out. So you got that going on too, as far as that hot girl summer. But like I said, this is stemming back from her cold girl winter. She been planning all this even during the winter time. She was planning on how her next summer was going to be. That part. So, hey, I'd say this: viewer discretion is advised. I'm just throwing out a lot of different things here. Okay. I'm not trying to offend nobody, but I'm pretty sure there are certain things within what I've been saying that one can strongly relate to. Okay. Because I'm bringing out a lot of things that I personally have seen and experienced, but I've also seen others experience and have seen. Okay. So this is just something that's I think is very universal. You can go to many other parts of the world where there isn't a summer. Where there isn't a winter, how do you think the feminine behave in those parts of the world? Makes you wonder. I'm not here to give you an answer for that, but I just wanted you to think about that as a question. Because over in parts where there is a summer and there is a winter, well, that definitely is a duality of the feminine behavior. But we got to throw in also a triality, if that makes sense. That third aspect that I said that I would bring up when it's just like the middle of that year, when it's a little warm, when it's not too hot or it's not too cold, but it's just right. That just right actually is something that the real woman is, not the typical female. Because only the typical female is really about the hot girl summer and the cold girl winter. Whereas the real woman, she's going to be pretty much warm with you and warm to you and warm up to you all year round. All year round. She never changes throughout the season. Okay? So it ain't about her being hot nor cold. It's about her being warm. So she's just right. And she's just right with you. That's what you want, fellas. Someone that's going to be with you all year round. Not just only for those particular seasons and those particular reasons within those seasons. Okay? Whether during the winter time she just wants you to warm her up and cuddle her, but kicks you out in the summertime so she can pretty much live it up with the guy that she wants to be out there keeping it nice, hot, and fiery with. A lot of these girls talking about being demon time. They don't mind being like, forget I see you in hell. Hell is my life every day. We have one hell of a time too. Like you got girls talking like that nowadays. It's sad. But for the real woman that got still a sense of morality to y'all, I know that this is in a way of how y'all really are. Y'all not about being hot or cold. Y'all about being warm as far as like a sense of warmness and not being lukewarm, but being warm. Lukewarm. No, I'm not talking about lukewarm. I'm talking about just being warm. Okay, being accommodating all year round. Okay, like I said, not just there for someone to cuddle up with you when it gets cold or during the summertime. You want someone that's just going to be lively and fiery with you. You just want to do it around at that time for the moment, not for the lifetime, right? Because that's kind of what the hot girl summer is. Cold girl, she needs the guy around for several moments. She probably need him there as her lifeline too. Let's say it get too cold and she can't get her car door open. It's too frozen. She need that defrost. She needs someone to dig her car out the snow, right? Yeah, she only calling you up for that reason, but when it gets warmed up, she only gonna be teasing or you ain't gonna hear from her for whatever reason, like once it warms up. Let not July get here, okay? Let not July get here. She only gonna have a lie that gets here, okay? And only if you were a fly in the room, but I don't think you want to be the fly in the room to see what she gonna be up to, especially during the summer, fellas. Like, but the cold girl winter can be just as brutal though, because like I said, as far as who she wants to endure that part of the season with, like she just going with, to her, the biggest catch of whoever can keep that bill paid during the wintertime or whoever can keep her cold. I mean, whoever can keep her warm during that time. It's just all based on her using somebody during that time. But like I said, the real woman is not hot or cold. Yes, she's not hot or cold. She's warm, like very much a warming effect. I didn't want to come off just merely with this topic here from like a typical manosphere standpoint, as far as just bashing the feminine, but I did want to mainly give my observation of what that actually looks like. Because, like I said, based on not only what I've seen, but what I've seen others see. and But to also add that throughout the year, no matter if it's the summer or the winter, there is a feminine out there during the summer that not only wants to be around the man that she loves and enjoys the wonderful months of the summer with, right? Um, she also, in the wintertime, wants that same man to keep her warm. She ain't trying to have different strangers to show up to keep her warm. Besides, hey, every brother has a different temperature on his body, baby girl. Like, the other man ain't gonna be as hot as the man you left if you decide to leave your man. So I'd say, for the woman that has love for her man, that's not an issue. I'm just saying, like, she really like it's like look, I'm good with my man all year round. I don't need to do a hot girl summer or a cold girl winter with him. I'm good with him all year round.